Kong, let's try to dissect all the what happened today and also yesterday. Starting off with Vice President Sara Duterte, in her press conference today, she repeated something that she had said before, which is that the House hearings are a fishing expedition meant to try to impeach her. She says it's a well-funded and coordinated political attack to cripple her chances for 2028. Could I have your reaction, please?
Well, basically, let me refresh how this investigation started. Basically, it all started during the committee hearing on the Committee on Appropriation. So at that time, they were asking if what happened to the intelligence fund. So that was the reason why it emanated, because we were all surprised how she spent the 125 million confidential fund in just 11 days. So, but at that time, during the committee hearing, the members did not hear any justifiable answer from the Vice President. That is the reason why it became the subject of this investigation.
So, in short, you're saying you're not on a fishing expedition to try to impeach her?
Yeah, definitely. And besides, we have an oversight function. We have to be reminded that the main purpose of this investigation is in aid of legislation. Ito pong pinag-uusapan po natin is about public fund. Congress, we have the power of the purse. So the way we see it, it was use or misuse. Medyo the amount is not, I would say, the amount involved in this issue is quite shocking.
All right. Representative Joel, can I just ask, ano po bang legislation ang tinitignan niyong amyendahan or i-file? Because yun yung isang reason, no, that the OVP used as to why they're not attending the hearings. They were like, they said na there's no attachment of a proposed bill. So can you tell us, just for everyone's benefit?
She says there's no clear legislative objectives though.
What can you say to that?
Well, during the course of the investigation, it is very clear, no, na not all departments or agencies should have this confidential fund. So the way we see it, we have to limit those agencies or departments who should be given or be allocated confidential fund. Kasi kung lahat na lang po ng departamento ay bibigyan po natin, parang medyo, the way we see it, parang hindi naman nila kailangan at nagagamit lamang po to sa mga hindi naman dapat. Because confidential fund should be used sa pag-gather po ng information or intelligence. Ano po ang ginagamit ng OVP dito at saka ng DepEd?
That's right, but we're talking about the 2025 budget, right? Na wala naman po ng confidential funds. I think the issues being tackled are from 2022, and in fact, some of those confidential funds were transmitted by the OP to the OVP. So, kasi parang, you know, it also would seem na as per VP Sara's press con, na meron din po siyang point.
Ano mo bibigyan ng budget ang 2025? Siyempre, titignan mo yung mga past spending niya. Diba? So, how can we award or how can we give the Office of the Vice President this so and so amount kung nakita naman namin yung past spending niya, hindi naman niya nagagamit sa tama yung pondo?
Kahit
So
wala
ano,
na...
po yung magiging basis natin?
So you're talking about her normal budget, hindi yung confidential fund, since that is already moot and wala na siyang confidential fund. She gave that up.
Well, basically, kaya naman po na ungkat dito yung confidential fund because it used to be part of her regular budget. Inilagay po yung confidential fund doon po sa kanyang budget. But unfortunately, nung nagkaroon po at pumutok na nga po itong issue about the 125 million where she spent it in just 11 days, doon lang naman ito natanggal. kung titingnan po natin no, yung history ng kanyang budget at makikita rin natin yung regular fund niya, maraming din po doon na mga pondo na ibinigay sa kanya na we believe na po pwede namang ilagay po sa ibang ahensya. Kaya yun po. Kasi how can you give her the funding na in the first place, yung mga previous spending naman niya, hindi niya nagagamit ng tama. Ano po magiging basis namin?
Congressman, are you also looking into how these confidential funds are audited? Because it seems ridiculous to me that they're able to report how much is spent, but as mentioned in the hearing, tinanong po yan ni Congressman Acop, no, that COA has no way of validating whether the confidential funds, where they went, is reasonable and true. Like for example, yung po sa safe house na pinagastusan daw for 11 days worth 16 million pesos for 34 safe houses, walang paraan ang COA para i-validate kung talagang napunta at kanino at sino po yung owner. I mean, how do we put belts around how these confidential funds are used? Are you also looking into that?
Definitely. During the committee hearing, inamin naman po ng COA no, na they need to revisit the joint circular 2015. Ito nga po yung paggamit nitong confidential fund because as we see it, medyo parang napakaluwag ng batas eh. In fact, by mere issuance of acknowledgement receipt na kahit naman sa kanto yata ng recto, nabibili natin yung acknowledgement receipt or pwede naman gumawa ka na lang ng sarili mong acknowledgement receipt, madi-disburse mo na. And we are talking here not of a small amount of money. Medyo ang laki po ng pera na pinag-uusapan po dito, 125 million in just one quarter. And we are talking here of four different quarters. Last quarter of 2022 and the first 3 quarters of 2023.
So just to get back to Gretchen's
Wait,
question.
let me just call up the graphic on that. We have that graphic showing that 16 million pesos were spent across the 4 quarters. Go ahead, John.
So going back to Gretchen's question actually, meron po ba kayong tinitignan na bill na ifa-file to better audit the funds? And if so, as early as now, what are the proponents of that bill that you're looking at?
Well, during the committee hearing, inamin naman ng COA na they need to revisit the joint circular. No? With respect to the bill, we will have to talk about it, but the way I see it, mas mabilis eh. Yung immediate concern dito, yung joint circular, kailangan mapalitan na to, ma-revise na agad ito. Dahil kung ganyan po yung mga... Could you imagine, doon po sa 16 million na rentals, meron po doon dalawang acknowledgement receipt worth 1 million each. So, in 11 days, saan ka po nagrenta ng 1 million? Wala man pong justification, ni walang specification. Hindi po namin alam kung saan po ito nirentahan. Ito po ba ay building? Gaano kalaki ito? Ilang araw? Kung makikita rin po ninyo doon sa dalawang 1 million na acknowledgement receipt, yung isa po dated December 26, yung isa naman po was dated December 28. So how did they spend it? In 4 days po ba yung 1 million? Or yung duration ng period na 11 days? So lahat po wala eh. Wala pong masasabi natin na specification or at least makalagay man lamang doon kung saan nagamit ito or kung saan ang location.
Congressman, just very, very curious, what do we have now in the law that allows COA to hold, for example, the OVP accountable for this, given the nature of confidential funds na hindi po na-audit ng thoroughly yung paggastos po niyan, can COA do anything at this point? Can they file cases if this is not explained well? Do we have anything on that in the law?
Well, I understand that may proseso po yan eh. First, they will issue AOM o Audit Observation Memo, and then magkakaroon po ng Notice of Disallowance and then Notice of Suspension. Tapos hanggang mga appealable pa po yan. But definitely, the fact na may AOM ka, ibig sabihin, meron ka ng misuse. So may hindi ka na ipaliwanag na sa paggamit mo, may mali na sa paggamit mo. But you know, one thing for sure, no, dito po sa mga nangyari, masyadong lax yung parameters nila. In fact, lahat po ng mga justification doon parang pro forma lang. Yung justification sa rentals, justification sa pagbili ng food and medicine, lahat po yan puro acknowledgement receipt lang. So makikita mo pare-parehas, even the granting of awards or rewards, pare-parehas lang po. So paano po yun? Parang ano lang parang para ka na lang namigay ng pera ng ganun-ganun na lang.
Yeah. Congressman, let me come back to the 16 million peso figure. We were listening to the whole hearing yesterday, and I know it was also raised the issue of bakit pare-pareho yung amount, right? Which was a bit odd, given that they were spent across different numbers of days. I didn't quite get a straight answer out of it. Do you understand it better now?
Yung pare-parehang amount, 16 million, like for example, in the fourth quarter of 2022, yun nga, tinatanong namin, 16 million in just 11 days, 16 million in 50. So, ano ba? Problema, wala pong specification until now
So you don't know?
So, lahat puro ano lang, puro acknowledgement receipt lang. So, that's why I think we need to revisit this law, this joint circular.
Okay, Congressman, I'm just curious, no, since nabanggit nyo na rin yung AOM as well as the notice of disallowance, it is my understanding that itong mga na-disburse na funds from the confidential funds in question are already subject to a notice of disallowance by the COA, and pretty much has been acknowledged also by the Office of the Vice President. According to the OVP, they're already coordinating with COA on the follow-up documentation and the liquidation, etc. Ang tanong ko, Congressman, why not just wait for that process to be finished para tapos na at kumpleto na talaga yung audit bago natin tignan kung ano ba talaga yung pwede magyari?
Because we have an oversight function. So, kung titignan natin to at nakita na namin mukhang may problema at hindi namin aaksyonan, how can we draft a law? So, ngayon pa lang, ito naman ang number one na purpose po na itong committee hearing is in aid of legislation. So, during the course of the committee hearing, nakita namin may problema na. So, we have to dig deeper, so that we will be able, at least for now, makita na po namin, magawa na po namin na aksyon. Otherwise, nakita naman po natin, it took COA 3 years bago maglabas ng notice of suspension or disallowance. Yun nga yung problema, yung proseso, sobrang tagal So, isa pa po yan sa nakita namin. So, 2022, nilabas lang, during the 2023 budget hearing, Congresswoman Franz Castro was already asking COA for the audit observation memo or the audit report of the COA. So ang reply po nila, hindi pa po tapos. So it was only during this year, during the budget hearing of the Committee on Appropriation, it was only then that we were able to produce or obtain the audit report of COA. Kung hindi pa po ito sinampina, hindi pa po kami makakatanggap. So could you imagine kung aantayin pa po natin itong lahat, how long will it take? Paano po kami yung aming oversight function?
If disbursement and auditing are too lax when it comes to these confidential funds, then you do acknowledge that this opens up all confidential funds of all offices. It's not just the OVP that we're talking about here. That includes the Office of the President.
But you have to understand, magkaiba po kasi yung na tinitignan po namin ngayon dito yung mga agencies na hindi naman talaga dapat nabibigyan ng confidential fund. Just like yung DepEd, bakit po sila may confidential fund? The problem now is we have no law na naglilimit kung ano lamang ang mga agencies or department na dapat na meron binibigyan ng confidential fund. If we will, like for example, DSWD, manghihingi rin po ito ng confidential fund, bibigyan din po natin. So this is a bad precedent. Otherwise, lahat po ng department, manghihingi na lamang po ng confidential fund. At makikita naman po natin, ano po ba ang purpose ng confidential fund? Intelligence gathering. So ano naman po yung i-gather ng social welfare? Ano naman
So,
po ang i-gather ng DepEd?
So kung on the part of Congress, naging usapan nyo na ba na okay, hindi na tayo mamimigay ng confidential funds sa kung kani-kanino lang?
Is that something you're looking to legislate? Restricting...
Ito po yung batas na ipapasa po namin. So ito nga po, yung number one purpose po natin is in aid of legislation. Ito po ginagawa po natin talaga para nakita na po natin yung butas during the committee hearing. Kaya po to mas pinapalawig natin ng pag-iimbestiga, pag-aaral, nang sa ganun makita natin yung mga loopholes sa mga batas natin. At ito na nga po yung loopholes na nakikita po natin. Like for example, Office of the Vice President, bakit po siya may confidential fund at nakita naman natin na hindi naman dapat. Unlike po yung mga, let's say, head of LGU, yung mga local chief executive, meron po silang, isa po sa mga functions na ginagampanan nila is yung peace and order. Yan, talaga kailangan nila ng mga ganyang confidential fund. Office of the President, AFP, PNP, Department of National Defense. So lahat po yan kailangan. But what about the other department?
Right.
So are we saying na kahit na hindi ka involved sa mga intelligence gathering, dapat basta pag nanghihingi lang, bibigyan?
Right.
Because we have no law na naglilimit po dito.
Sana
Okay.
po, bukod dun po sa disbursement po sa tamang departamento, pati yung auditing, maisama nyo dyan sa i-legislate nyo pong batas.
Yes, I agree with you po. Tama po kayo dyan.
Okay. We look forward to the outcome of that, and we'll certainly tune in to your next hearing next week. For now, we're going to have to leave that there. Thank you so much for your time. House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability Chair, Congressman Joel Chua.